What's going on, YouTube? Today I want to talk about, today is firstly December 2024. And I really wanted to talk about the topic delayed gratification. Is your biggest asset. It's your biggest asset. And I say this because a lot of the times we want something that's very expensive in our life. Not expensive as in only money, but it's very hefty if we take on this whatever it is, whether it's a job, a new significant other, or even a new car. Getting a new car note can be very significant to your bank account, but you'll have the gratification of having that feeling of, wow, I got a new car. But you got to remember, things like having a new car is momentary. We'll have the spike in dopamine, we'll have the spike in happiness, but then again, you got to think that that stuff tends to wear off, and we're still left with the consequences of a car note. So then we're struggling to pay a car note because we wanted the feeling of having a new car. 2 to 3 years later, we're like, I'm tired of a car note. Or 4 months in, I'm tired of a car note. And that's something I've been, or inspired this video, because I've been going back and forth whether I should get a more expensive car or a more cheaper car, because my last car that I've had since freshman year of college went out on me. So now I gotta get a new car, and I've been battling expensive car. But expensive car, it'll make me happier in a moment, but I'm gonna still be left with that high car note that I'll have to pay, and I'm gonna be tired of that car note as well. Versus if I get a less expensive car, I could be done paying that car note, and I'll see more money in my bank account. And it's like you're battling between which one do you want, and eventually the time will come. The time will come, you put the work in. I feel like the time will come for you to have that more expensive car. You just gotta delay it a little bit. Your time is coming, and you really have to be patient, because it can cost you down the road your happiness. So we can't want things in an instant, because if you want things in an instant, it can become your biggest liability. Like that, if I wanted the more expensive car, I want to see it as a waste, as a liability over time, because over time, I'm not going to want that car note. I'm not going to want that car note. And that brings me back to delayed gratification, because if we just would have waited, maybe we would have got a raise. Maybe we could see more money in our bank account, and have a healthier, financial situation. So sometimes we really have to be patient and trust that we will put in the work to get that thing. Because I really believe that something better will come each time you delay the gratification just for a little bit. I mean, from my experiences, my experiences. Each time that something left or I was unhappy about getting or not getting something, something better has came. More opportunities still persisted. And let me say that again. Every time that something has left my life or I couldn't get something, whether it's a job, a car, something better has always came. Like before this, or this car that I had like a 20, maybe like it was 8,000 at the time. But I had it paid off. And I had no car note. So I was able to save my money. I was able to live stress-free of thinking about how am I going to pay a car note? How am I going to pay this bill? Well, dang, I got that bill, you know? So that's some of the things, whether it's just think about the things in your life that you want, you know, whether it's a car or, you know, materialistic things that you want, or maybe it's a girl that you want and you know it's maybe not the right time. I'm telling you, if you just delay it just a little bit, just wait, be patient, it'll pay off. Something better will come, or the right time to get that will come. The right time to get that thing will eventually come. So with that being said, remember, delayed gratification is your biggest asset. Delayed gratification is your biggest asset. Meaning being able to delay your happiness for just a little bit of patience, a little bit of time, can help you financially, can help you mentally, physically, because instead of having the instant happiness, we're continuing to work towards, so we still working for that thing, which only increases our value or increases the value that we're going to have over time. And the thing that I've been struggling with is, well, I should buy a car. I mentioned it earlier. A more expensive car or the cheaper car. Although I want the more expensive car because it looks better, cleaner, newer. I know that car note won't be nice. Just because you can afford it, don't mean you should have it. Just because you can afford it, don't mean you should have it. And in my opinion, I feel that, having money in your bank account, just being able to look in your bank account and be, you know, having the peace of mind that if anything comes up, I'll be able to pay it off. I won't have to struggle with how am I going to pay this or pay that. And that's why sometimes delaying the happiness, the temporary happiness, the momentary happiness can result in a better financial situation. In my terms, maybe it's mental situation or physical, whatever it is. But just remember, delayed gratification is your biggest asset. I'm gonna see y'all later.